Thank you. So, can we go live now? Yeah.
I think so.
Shall we start the live, sir, everyone? Okay. Ajay, let's go live, Ajay.
You want all of us on camera?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Any other house rules that you would like to set before we go live?
Just one request, kindly stick to the time when you're speaking. And also, I'll read out the order in which you will be invited to speak. So that would be really great. Thank you.
Sure.
So are we live now, Ajay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay.
Get go live.
Okay, let's get started. So, good afternoon and welcome everyone on a very important occasion, that is World Youth Skills Day. World Youth Skills Day is now 10-year-old as an event and as an occasion to reinforce the importance of skilling the world over from UNESCO UNIVOC when this was started. And I think this day has played a very crucial role in creating awareness, in building aspirational value and strengthening the skilling ecosystem, not just in India, but also the world over. And on this very important day, we are holding this particular virtual event. This is from Naveen Jindal Foundation and in collaboration with NTTF, and we NSN are also the partners for this. And the event, a journey of skills and aspirations from Kurukshetra to the world, holds a lot of historical significance. I just can't tell you more about this in a very simple way, but let me try to summarize it briefly. I think we are all aware of the historical significance of the place Kurukshetra, and I firmly believe that the place has a lot of value when we start an initiative. And today we are talking about a very important initiative in skilling and vocational education and technical training, through Naveen AVSAR. Naveen AVSAR, the word AVSAR here stands for Advanced Vocational Skills for Aspirational and Rewarding Life. So AVSAR is also an opportunity. And now when we discuss this in great depth with the experts who have been invited to this virtual conversation and dialogue, we will learn more about what it has in the coming months and the roadmap and also the partnership with NTTF. And also the significance of the place, I would like to reiterate. When we think of Kurukshetra, we can think of the Mahabharata, the battle between the Kauravas and the Pandavas, and the battle between the good and evil, which is so significant. But today, I think in the same place, that is in Kurukshetra, we are starting another different battle or a war. This war is against the kind of ignorance or the kind of lack of opportunities and the kind of things that are affecting youth in terms of jobs and the everyday kind of battle we all face. So this kind of a battle or a war that we are starting through this particular initiative is aimed at creating opportunities, global opportunities for youth to help them build their careers and their livelihoods. And as rightly said, this is also a dharma kshetra, which means, this is about our duties, our righteousness and principles and all that. So combining all this, let's get started with this virtual conversation with the experts. And I would like to introduce the experts to all of you. Today we have with us Dr. Manish Mishra, Vice President and Head of Skills, Naveen Jindal Foundation. Dr. Manish was earlier with MSDE, NSDC, leading many initiatives, and also he's been actively involved over the last decade or more, in various kind of programs, especially through the public-private partnership and also through programs like MGNF and many other, alliances and collaborations between the industry, the academia, and the government. And we have with us, so welcome Dr. Manish, and we have with us Mr. Sanjay Kumar Singh. Sir, welcome to this event. We are so glad to have you here, and we are really privileged, and it's my privilege to introduce you today to the audience. Sanjay sir is the strategy director for strategy and external relations, Jindal Steel and Power. And in his previous role over the last few decades, he has had a very active role in establishing public-private partnerships through government. And he has a profound understanding of the government ecosystem and also the private systems, wherein he is well aware of what works well in the private system and how these initiatives, can be managed. And then we have with us Mr. Ravi Teneti. Welcome, sir, to this event. Mr. Ravi is the Managing Director, Nettur Technical Training Foundation, that is NTTF. He has also had leadership roles in his previous, assignments, and he's got 30 plus years of experience in strategic leadership, capacity building, technology enablement, and he's played a very important role in training and skilling solutions for youth and connecting the industry, the academia, and the other stakeholders. Welcome, sir. And then we have with us Colonel Arun Chandil, advisor and EVP Jindal Steel. Colonel Chandil was earlier the CEO of Water Management and Plumbing Sector Skill Council. He was also advisor to Jindal Foundation. And before that, he was also associated with NSDC as a vice president. And we have with us Ms. Meenakshi Chabra, who is the former principal of Subni Devi Arya Girls Secondary School, Ladwa, which is in Kurukshetra, as I understand. Ma'am, welcome to this event. And ma'am was earlier very actively involved in the school education. She has been a very passionate advocate of girls' education and empowerment and received numerous awards. And she's been instrumental in transforming, the area, that is Ladwa region for helping girls to build, on their careers and higher education. So with this, I would like to get started with our panel discussion today. The order of the speakers will be in the same way as I just read out, and I request the speakers to stick to about 5 minutes when they are sharing their views and expertise and opinions, and also when they are sharing the action points. So we have divided this particular discussion in two parts. In the first part, we are going to understand about the initiatives, about the roadmap and the partnership. And in the second part, we are going to learn more about what are the action points, how are these things going to be executed. So over to you, Dr. Manish. And from you, we would like to learn more about Naveen AVSAR, the initiative itself, and what does this stand for, and how is it positively going to impact youth employability through creating global opportunities.
Thank you, Dr. Madhuri. I welcome from this auspicious land and land of karma, which is Kurukshetra, Kurukshetra. I welcome all your audience and you. It is actually a matter of immense privilege and prestige to be given an opportunity to work out of this place. So Kurukshetra has a very special place, as Dr. Madhuri has already said, in history, for the reasons that she stated in great detail. Kurukshetra also happens to be a place where a lot of cultures actually come together. So in that sense, it's actually a microcosm of the cultural melting pot that India also is called. So it's actually a matter of great honor to get an opportunity to work out of this place. As you know about Naveen AVSAR is an initiative of Naveen Jindal Foundation, and it actually has emanated from the grand vision that the Honorable MP and the Chairman of Jindal Steel and Power, Mr. Naveen Jindal, and not only that, is a industrialist of a great repute. he also is representing this parliamentary constituency for the third term, and we just commemorated his first year of the third term in Kurukshetra, and he has brought to Kurukshetra numerous initiatives over last 15 years, and in particularly last 1 year, he has introduced a lot of things. Naveen Jindal Foundation, uh, which is one of those initiatives, is actually about bringing quality education, quality healthcare, and quality opportunities in the area of skills and employment. So that's the introduction of Naveen Jindal Foundation. AVSAR, as Dr. Madhuri said, is actually an acronym which stands for Advanced Vocational Skills for Aspirational and Rewarding Lives. And behind AVSAR, there is this whole idea of connecting people to the opportunities. Now, India soon is going to become a workforce with close to 1 billion, which is unprecedented, never seen in the history of any country, where just in the workforce or working age, there are going to be 1 billion people already, right? So with this kind of a population, the possibilities are immense, right? And that is why the world is looking at India, and that is why people are actually expecting India to make this century its own. As you all know, without getting into too much of technical details, this whole economic progress is a function of technology, capital, and human power. So while technology is something that one would get, because we are, as it is in the era of technological disruption, and technology is more or less available to almost all the developing and developed countries almost simultaneously. Capital also for good ideas, there's no dearth. It's actually the right kind of human potential that is required to make it all work and to generate into an economic product and ensure that the country and the region actually progresses. And this is why there's a lot of focus that actually needs to be brought to skill development and developing people. Now, with this large population in the working age, you still see situations where youth is looking for the right opportunities. And then there are opportunities, whether it's employment or entrepreneurship or opportunities of different kinds. They look for people who would make use of them. Now, this is a very interesting situation, and the situation probably needs a lot of imagination, because to bridge this gap, you would need programmatic excellence. You would also need a lot of experimentation that needs to be done. And you need to bring opportunities closer to people so that they can make use of it. AVSAR actually has emerged from this thinking. So we have been thinking of creating a system through which the opportunities can actually be made available to people. And therefore, we thought we would need to go to the schools, to the colleges, to the institution of vocational studies, to engineering colleges, to other institutions of higher education, and then try and provide opportunities to people so that they can look just beyond regular academics or the vocational training programs that they are doing and equip themselves better with the requirement of the world of work. Now, world of work on as we speak is actually changing very, very rapidly. India recently had this G20 presidency, where one topic that was discussed the most, and that topic was how in the changing world of work, जैसे जैसे काम की दुनिया बदल रही है, how do you equip your people so that they stay relevant? Now, there's every second day you would hear discussion about artificial intelligence taking away people's job. लोगों की नौकरियां जा रही हैं, लोगों के employment के साधन छिन रहे हैं, and this challenge is becoming graver with each passing day. This is happening on account of number one, people are not getting the kind of education which is needed by the industry. That need itself is changing. We are talking about an era जहाँ पे technology diffusion बहुत fast है. And because of the technology diffusion becoming so fast, the skills are becoming obsolete faster. So in order to address this situation, you need to make your education system very, very nimble, very dynamic, very agile, and very much in sync with the requirement of the employment marketplace. उसको कैसे करना है? This is by fusing skills into education, bringing work early in people's life, and then acquainting them with the requirement of world of work as much as possible. To be able to do this, इस बात को करने के लिए जरूरी है कि आप ऐसा कोई प्लेटफॉर्म लाएं where in the center is the student, and all around the student or the youth, you have various providers. So you would have training providers, you would have educational institutions that are offering education of a different kind. You are offering skilling, reskilling opportunities. You are bringing in finance services if it is required. You are also mobilizing skilling for the international jobs and enablement for entrepreneurship and self-employment. And this whole opportunity you need to weave in together. And mind you, you're not supposed to do it just for the sake of the industrial economy. हिंदुस्तान में ऐसा है कि 45 to 50% people are engaged in agriculture, and that only contributes to 17 to 80% of the total GDP. Now there has to have a very different approach that we need to take to agriculture. And as the first initiative of Naveen AVSAR, what we did was we brought an agri-tech and startup conclave in this whole farm and non-farm sector to Kurukshetra, and then we have started embedding some of those startups to work with the communities and people here. So it's just not a unidimensional kind of skill training and employment we are talking about. We are talking about a multifaceted initiatives which will address the requirement of all these sectors, which will not only be talking about a stand-alone kind of a skill ecosystem, which is doing one type of programming or the other. We are looking at various permutation combinations of skills and education at various levels, be it school, higher education, technical, vocational level. Then we are also preparing students not only to look for employment, but also be prepared for various self-employment and entrepreneurship opportunities. And in order to be able to do this, we are also trying to create a robust counseling mechanism that will be available to every single willing person in this area, be it a school-going student or a college-going student, through a mechanism that we are putting in place here. So these are some of the elements of what Naveen AVSAR platform is trying to do. And we have recently taken over an ITI from the government, which is called Mahatma Gandhi International Skills Center. And that ITI is actually a part of Naveen AVSAR and is going to provide vocational training in a very different form and shape. We're also setting up a standalone skill center in the heart of the city. And that skill center we are calling Center for Multiskilling and Opportunities is again going to offer people training in variety of areas. But these are just two. There's a whole host of things that we are going to do. बहुत सारी चीजें, बहुत सारे initiatives हम कुरुक्षेत्र में और उसके parliamentary constituency में ले आने वाले हैं. Just wait and watch this space. There's a lot of action that is going to be here. But I think I'll just respect time and stop here.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Manish, for giving a quick overview of Naveen AVSAR and the roadmap and the vision. And I would like to quickly show a short video on this project, on the initiative. So Divya, can we have the video, please?
कुशल और भविष्य के लिए तैयार लोगों की जरूरत पहले से कहीं ज्यादा है। कुरुक्षेत्र जैसे इलाकों में लोग कुछ बड़ा करना चाहते हैं, लेकिन उन्हें सही प्रशिक्षण और करियर के रास्ते ढूंढने में मुश्किल होती है। नवीन जिंदल फाउंडेशन, जो लोगों को सशक्त बनाने और उनके जीवन को बेहतर बनाने के लिए काम करता है, एक नया और खास कार्यक्रम शुरू कर रहा है। नवीन अवसर, जो किसानों और युवाओं के लिए नई संभावनाएं खोलेगा। नवीन अवसर सिर्फ एक कार्यक्रम नहीं, बल्कि एक आंदोलन है। यह भारत के किसानों और ग्रामीण युवाओं के लिए नई संभावनाएं लाएगा। एक्सपो, प्रशिक्षण और एक्सपर्ट्स, लोगों से मुलाकात के जरिए हम नई खेती की तकनीकें, जैविक खेती और नए बिजनेस के अवसर ला रहे हैं। इससे किसानों की आय बढ़ेगी और युवाओं के लिए नए रास्ते खुलेंगे। इस सपने को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए हम जल्द ही मल्टी स्किलिंग अवसर केंद्र शुरू करने जा रहे हैं। ये एक आधुनिक जगह होगी जहां लोगों को नए कौशल सिखाए जाएंगे। हमारे कोर्स, जो बड़े बड़े एक्सपर्ट्स लोगों के साथ मिलकर बनाए गए हैं, ये सुनिश्चित करते हैं कि हर विद्यार्थी भविष्य के रोजगार के लिए तैयार हो। हमारा सेंटर इंटर्नशिप, अप्रेंटिसशिप और नौकरी में मदद देगा, ताकि पढ़ाई और नौकरी के बीच का फासला खत्म हो। हमारा सपना है एक विकसित और आत्मनिर्भर भारत बनाना, जहां हर किसान और हर युवा को सफलता का मौका मिले। नवीन अवसर और मल्टी स्किलिंग सेंटर हमारा वादा है कि हम सबको सशक्त करेंगे, ऊपर उठाएंगे और बदलाव लाएंगे। नवीन जिंदल फाउंडेशन समुदायों को बदल रहा है, जिंदगियों को बेहतर बना रहा है और एक एक कदम से नए मौके बना रहा है।
Yeah. Thank you, Divya. Thank you, Dr. Manish, once again. I hope this video is complementing what you just shared with us, and we could see few of the seeds being sown for the initiative to take shape in future. Now, I would like to invite Sanjay sir to share his views about, I would say, government and multi-stakeholder kind of an engagement when we talk about skilling, employability, and youth empowerment, etc. So please tell us how, when initiatives from government are launched, it requires a lot of public-private partnership and other things. So in the context of, let's say, the ITI, which is going to be modernized, or many initiatives that are going to follow this particular one, what are your views, and what is it that you would like to share with us on this occasion? So you're on mute, sir.
Thank you, Madhuri ji. Thank you all. I guess there's a large number of participants here also hearing us. So for the benefit of them, I would like to speak in Hindi. And मित्रों, अभी आपने मनीष मिश्रा जी को सुना कि हम क्या क्या नवीन अवसर के भीतर किस किस तरह की नई हम तरह के सिस्टम, नए तरह के हम संस्थानें जो जिनके बारे में हम लगाने पर विचार कर रहे हैं। ये हमारे जो देश के भीतर जिस प्रकार का एक आंदोलन चल रहा है, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन में, वो उसी के अनुरूप है। हम अभी विकसित भारत की यात्रा पर हैं कि हम 2047 तक, 2047 तक, अगले 24 वर्षों में एक विकसित देश हो जाए। विकसित देश की परिभाषा क्या होगी? वो होगी कि हम जो हम कह रहे हैं कि 30 ट्रिलियन जो इकोनॉमी है, डॉलर की इकोनॉमी, वो बन जाए। मगर वो बनने के लिए क्या क्या आवश्यक है? उसके लिए आवश्यक यह है कि जो हम अंग्रेजी में अगर कहें, विकास इक्विटी के साथ में हो और विकास सस्टेनेबिलिटी के साथ में हो। इक्विटी से मेरा तात्पर्य है कि अभी क्या होता है कि कुछ सेक्टर्स इकोनॉमी के बहुत अच्छा करते हैं, सभी अच्छा नहीं कर रहे हैं। तो जब हमें विकसित होना है तो सभी सेक्टर्स को बहुत उसी गति के साथ चलने की आवश्यकता है। और उसके साथ साथ जो ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स है, कि जो मनुष्य के हम के एजुकेशन स्टैंडर्ड, हेल्थ हेल्थ के जिस तरह की हमें चीज़ें प्राप्त होती हैं, तो उन सब में भी एक एक्सपोनेंशियल इंक्रीज की आवश्यकता होगी, ताकि पर कैपिटा इनकम बढ़ सके, और और हर व्यक्ति की अगर हम बात करें तो प्रोडक्टिविटी बढ़ सके। प्रोडक्टिविटी बढ़े बढ़े पर कैपिटा इनकम बढ़े, वो संभव है स्किलिंग के जरिए। अभी हाल ही में मैं एक डिस्कशन मेरा चल रहा था एक मैनेजमेंट गुरु के साथ में, जो ग्लोबल मैनेजमेंट गुरु थे। तो मेरे से बोलते हैं कि जो अगला फेज है ग्रोथ और डेवलपमेंट का, वो स्किल स्किल के माध्यम से होगा। स्किल इज गोइंग टू ड्राइव दैट। तो हमें स्किल इतनी महत्वपूर्ण है। हमें अगर विकसित बनना है, हर इकोनॉमी को अच्छा कर, हर तरह के जो हर सेक्टर को हमें अच्छा करना है, तो उसके साथ साथ हमें स्किलिंग हर सेक्टर में करने की आवश्यकता है। बट स्किलिंग आसान नहीं है। मैंने सरकार में रहकर सरकार में 36 साल बिताए हैं, और कुछ समय के लिए स्किलिंग और टेक्निकल एजुकेशन विभाग भी मैंने हेड किए हैं। राज्य शासन में एजुकेशन हेड किया है। तो मैं उसमें ये कहूंगा कि बहुत से एक्सपेरिमेंट हमारे कोशिश किए गए हैं। उनमें नॉट फॉर प्रॉफिट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को आईटीआई दी गई, वो एक होता था। आईएमसी जो अभी भी बहुत जगह संचालित है, वो एक माध्यम था। मगर सबसे सफलतम वो रहा है कि जब शॉप फ्लोर पर ट्रेनिंग हुई है, शॉप फ्लोर पर स्किलिंग हुई है। तो हमें एक इस तरह हम नवीन अवसर के जरिए इसी प्रकार का एक मॉडल बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, कि जिसमें जो स्किलिंग है वो हमारा एक कुछ ऐसे सेंटर्स होंगे कि जहां पर स्टेट ऑफ आर्ट इक्विपमेंट होंगे, वहां पर जाकर स्किलिंग करी जाए। स्किलिंग के साथ साथ ये भी जरूरी है। देखिए, एक एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण चीज जो अभी हम देखने में हमें आ रही है, जब हम संपर्क कर रहे हैं लोगों के साथ में, लगातार जो स्किल के बारे में अगर हम देखें, वो हमारे यहाँ पर सप्लाई ड्रिवन रही है। डिमांड ड्रिवन होनी चाहिए, मांग के आधार पर होनी चाहिए। हम वो स्किल दें जिसकी मांग है, जिसकी मांग इंडस्ट्री कर रही है, और जिसकी जिसकी मांग व्यक्ति कर रहा है, जिसको उसकी आवश्यकता है। जब इस तरह का मिसमैच हुआ, तो उसी कारण से मार्केट फेलियर जो एक सामान्य तरह की एक एक स्थिति है जो स्किलिंग के बारे में, उस तरह की परिस्थिति निर्मित हो जाती है। तो इसको ध्यान में रखते हुए हमारा पूरा जो ध्यान है, पूरा केंद्र बिंदु है, वो इस चीज के ऊपर है कि काउंसलिंग की जाए। काउंसलिंग के माध्यम से स्टूडेंट्स को सही प्रकार की जानकारी प्रदान की जाए। इंडस्ट्री में किस किस तरह की आवश्यकताएं हैं, उसकी जानकारी हम लें। उसी के अनुरूप हम जो हमारी वर्कशॉप्स हैं, उसमें हम इक्विपमेंट लगाएं, कि जो स्टेट ऑफ आर्ट इक्विपमेंट हो, जिनके ऊपर की ट्रेनिंग की जा सके। कुछ जो विशेषज्ञ हैं वो ये भी कहते हैं कि जो सबसे सफलतम मॉडल है वो अप्रेंटिसशिप का मॉडल है स्किलिंग के लिए। तो कैसे हम अप्रेंटिसशिप को केंद्र बिंदु के रूप में ला सके, कि, कि जो हम अगर एक डेफिनेशन ये हो सकती है, अभी हम हब एंड स्पोक की बात करते हैं। हब हमारा अप्रेंटिसशिप मॉडल हो, जो 6 महीने सीधे वहां पर कार्य कर रहे हैं, और जो स्पोक हैं, और जो हमारी फीडिंग संस्थानें हैं, जहां जहां से स्टूडेंट्स आएंगे, वहां पर हम कहें कि थ्योरेटिकल ट्रेनिंग हो रही है, और पढ़ाई हो रही है, और बाकी चीजें सिखाई जा रही हैं। तो उसके बाद में जो अप्रेंटिसशिप है, वो एक प्रमुख हो जाता है। तो उसी के अनुरूप हम ये पूरा ढांचा बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। और आप सबको तो ज्ञात ही होगा, जो हमारे चेयरमैन नवीन जिंदल जी हैं, उन्होंने बजट सेशन में अ, संसद के संसद में ये घोषणा की थी कि 2 स्टेट ऑफ आर्ट जो ट्रेनिंग संस्थानें हैं, हर तरह के मॉडर्न इक्विपमेंट से परिपूर्ण, उनकी स्थापना वो करेंगे। तो उनमें से एक का जो प्रस्ताव है वो कुरुक्षेत्र में है, और उसी के सौजन्य में गलेरिया गलेरिया जो कि उसके एडिशनल है, वो करा जा रहा है। आईटीआईज को ले रहे हैं। आईटीआईज के जो हमने लाडवा में हम सब लोग जानते ही हैं, जब हमने सरकार से वो ली, तो उस समय वहाँ पर कोई लैब संचालित नहीं थे और स्टूडेंट बहुत कम थे। और अभी मैं यही आग्रह करूंगा कि जो सुन रहे हैं देख रहे हैं कि देखिए बहुत हमारा एक फ्यूचरिस्टिक विजन है यहाँ के बारे में, जिससे हम जो बेस्ट ऑफ ट्रेनिंग है जो कहीं पर भी मिलती है वो ट्रेनिंग कुरुक्षेत्र के लाड़वा में उपलब्ध करा सकें, गलेरिया में उसे उपलब्ध करा सकें और कुरुक्षेत्र में उपलब्ध करा सकें। तो उसके लिए सबका साथ बहुत आवश्यक है। तो इन्हीं सब बातों को के साथ में मैं अपना वक्तव्य समाप्त करता हूं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing the detailed, framework that actually is operating in the skilling ecosystem and the importance of industry, academia kind of collaboration and also apprenticeship. और हमको ये भी सुन के बहुत अच्छा लगा कि ये जो सेंटर का विजन है इसमें आप सब कुछ लाइक यू आर ब्रिंगिंग एवरीथिंग टू द स्टूडेंट, जैसे कि स्टूडेंट को बाहर जाने की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं होगी. So that's, I think, very important, and that is the kind of thing that should happen in any ideal skilling, multi-skilling center. So from here, I would like to request Mr. Ravi Tenetti, who is the Managing Director of NTTF, to tell us more about the kind of implementation partnership you have, sir, with the foundation for the ITI, for modernizing the ITI, and also few key milestones and the roadmap while you transform the present ITI into an international skilling center from the experience that NTTF has of over 65 years in the area of technical training. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Madhuri. I welcome all to the World Youth Skills Day. I wish to heartily congratulate the Naveen AVSAR initiative. It's a magnificent initiative, and it has both intent and outcome-based program. So I congratulate NJF for this initiative. I would also like to thank all the panelists and the audience for participating in this event. Before I proceed to list down the milestones of the roadmap, I would like to give a very small brief about what NTTF is all about. So NTTF is about, it's more than 60 years old, fully vested into the technical training landscape only. We have more than 50 partner centers and about 15 own centers. And we train about 40,000 students annually from the 10th and 12th class backgrounds, and mostly from the underserved categories. So we do there's a lot of social interventions that are required to get this done. The high point is that almost all our candidates get placed in various companies, and generally our placement. The schedule of a placement ends in 2 to 3 months once the students pass out, and the salaries range from 3 lakhs to 12 lakhs for a 10th pass student who has done this diploma with us. Our diplomas are NCVT certified, and we are also the awarding body and assessing body. So we do the entire thing from syllabus to assessment to training to assessments to awarding to placement. So we do the entire life cycle of vocational training. Out of the 800 employees that we have, almost 600 employees are faculty. So we are a core training company, and we are the gold standard for technical education. And almost all industry partners that we have are the top for Fortune 500 companies of the country. However, we have worked significantly in the ITI space, and this particular project for us is very, very dear to us because it is it is front-ended by one of the high repute foundations, and also the fact that Haryana is a place where it's industry industry hub. So we believe that a lot of transformation can happen to the students. However, it's a bit of a complex scenario because most of the ITIs generally are not very high on the infrastructure availability, the quality of faculty, and the availability of funds. And typically, their placement linkages are also not very strong. In our attempt to turn around and create new milestones in this ITI, we are also cognizant of some of the data that rests in the ITI landscape. For example, in 2024, the placement percentage of government ITIs was only 8.7%, whereas the placement percentage in private ITIs was only 22%, and this is across a bandwidth of students of almost 6 lakhs who passed out from various ITIs. So there is a significant challenge in terms of creating a demand for the students, and for that we need to have a very strong core program in place. So the 4 programs that we are running for this current ITI that NFJ has given us to us, NJF has given us to us, is one is that of an electrician. It's a role of electrician, and the demand for electrician professionals is largely in manufacturing, construction, and power generation. And the demand is almost 1 million jobs that are available in the country. Similarly, for COPA, which is computer operator and program assistant role, which is basically data entry operators and computer operators, the demand is in railways, PSUs, government offices, etc. And that is also about 1 million. The demand is there. 1 million jobs are available. Similarly, for the technician power electronic systems, which is the 3rd course that we are running there are almost 12 million jobs across semiconductors, electronics, and EV. And in the welder role, there's almost like 1.2 million jobs available. So the demand for pass outs from these 3-4 courses is very high. Provided we, like Manish sir said and Sanjay sir said, if we can actually create the fusion between industry and academia. So what is the NTTF way in creating these milestones and creating an international skill center out of an ITI? Is that first and foremost is the infrastructure. So we would plan to have an infrastructure which is aligned to industry practices. And like Sanjay sir said, the training should be on shop floor. And we will try to mimic the shop floor as much as possible in the training center. And also we'd like to include project-based program, which means the students get a sense of the industry as far as possible. The second is the quality of faculty. So the kind of committed, well-trained, hands-on, industry-acquainted faculty that we plan to bring would be able to imbibe a lot of or inculcate a lot of industry practices into the daily curriculum. And in this regard, we would also like to start a program of train the trainers as the number of ITIs or the educational institutions for vocational education increase. The faculty requirement becomes more and more. So we would probably start a train the trainer program somewhere down the road. And lastly, the institutional processes of imparting knowledge, right, which is the practical hands-on training, industry-aligned curriculum, the employability skills that we bring to the students, and the rigorous assessment that we do, so that the students who are not fully invested will have to go through backlogs and clear the exam. And of course, trying to encourage the thinking of why and not just how. Right. So that is what we plan to do. And having done all this, we would be mostly leveraging our placement linkages across the country. The companies know us, and once NTTF starts a program, we are sure that the employers will come to the institute, and thereby would be able to create a virtuous cycle of good students, good faculty, good training, good infrastructure, and good jobs. And if the word of mouth will ensure that the institute becomes an international skill center. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, thank you, sir, for detailing so many aspects of what an ideal international skilling center would be from the experience of NTTF, and also how this project is going to be implemented as you go ahead modernizing the ITI. But before we move ahead with the next panelist, I would request Divya to play the video of a student from ITI. Divya, can we have the video, please?
मैं साई नूर ITI में वेल्डर ट्रेड का कोर्स कर रहा हूँ। मुझे यहाँ की वर्कशॉप और इंटरनेशनल की मशीनों पर काम करना बहुत पसंद है। हर दिन कुछ नया सीखने को मिलता है, जिससे मेरा आत्मविश्वास बढ़ता है। हर कोर्स में मुझे तकनीकी ज्ञान के साथ साथ सुरक्षा और गुणवत्ता पर भी विशेष ध्यान दिया जाता है, जो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है। नवीन जिंदल फाउंडेशन की बदौलत हमें यह विश्व स्तरीय प्रशिक्षण और माहौल मिलता है, जिससे हम अपने क्षेत्र में आगे बढ़ रहे हैं।
Yeah, thank you for the video. So we just saw a glimpse of the student who's doing welding at the ITI, and I think these are the students who are going to benefit from Naveen AVSAR in a very big way when the courses are modernized and also the new type of technologies are introduced. As we know, this year's World Youth Skills Day, the theme is also digital and AI skills. So I think this is the right occasion to go deeper into it, which we'll do a little bit later. Now I would request Colonel Arun Chandel, sir, to tell us more about, just a second, yeah, so to tell us more about how the industry's role is a very crucial role in imparting technical and skill-based training, and why the industry has to take the first step from the example of Jindal Steel's contribution to skilling programs over the years. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Madhuri, and very good evening to everyone. Lots have been spoken by Mr. Ravi, Manish, and Sanjay sir. I will take industry as enabler. So there's no denying of the fact that future workforce development hinges on the strong industry participation. And having said that, it is not just the hiring of people, but participating in the skilling process. The real transformation happens when industry does not wait for the trained candidates, but steps forward to build that talent proof proactively. So, how does the industry get involved? It's the question of demand and supply gap. The industry knows best what skills are required at this point of time with graduations which are taking in technology. Today, the most talked about fad is Industry 4.0. And then next, for what the industry look forward for next 5 to 10 years. If they don't act now, the face of productivity will lose the rising onboarding cost of the HR, because then you will have to pay more to get those people trained, which otherwise would have been trained in the training institute. Same thing goes to the relevance of the curriculum. Often the public skilling process has a very rigid way to revise the curriculum. It is the industry which need to step up to revise these curriculum as per the need of the current structure of the workflow. Similarly, it is a shared responsibility also where skilling is no longer the government mandate. Let this point be very clear. It was there 50 years back when India just got the independence, started moving forward. But it is no more with kind of economy we are looking at today. Skilling is no more a government mandate, but it is a business necessity to maintain competitive edge and operational safety of the skills. Now, how can we do? We can enable skills in the business strategy by not treating it as a CSR way. Skilling is not a CSR chapter for the industry. It should be planned at the strategic level of the in growth of the production, that what kind of skilling of the people we need. Similarly, we go ahead with the partners, in partnering with the ecosystems, we leveraging the ITIs, polytechnics, sector skill councils, and driving our content with them, that what are we looking forward in next 5 to 10 years, so that the enough planning can be done. We could have a dual system of training combining with classroom instructions, but most of the time should be spent, like Sanjay sir said, on the shop floor. And that's what saves time of the apprenticeship. And another point comes that you need to support the mobility and certification. You see, there are industries where people are getting trained on the soft floor, but when it comes to selection, you actually shift away from the process. If you have trained those people, give them priority. Now, I'll take a small case of what we are doing in the Naveen Jindal at Jindal Steel per se. You see, we have an in-house training institutes, and where our honorable chairman has flagged the number of opportunities for the people, and we have a full-fledged training institutes, may it be in Angul, may in Raigad, may it be in Barbil or Temnar. We are imparting training on the most modern equipment in industrial electrical automation or in welding, maintenance, and operational safety, and all these things. But these are what akin to the steel production or the power production, since we are in the both field very strongly. We customize modules for the kids, we train them, and then we reach out to the ITIs. For example, our chairman sir has already made a vision that once he has touched base with Kurukshetra, which is the Karam Bhumi today for us, we will spread out our tentacles to go out to the other areas and start looking into each and every ITIs and try and upgrade their equipment, which was spoken some time back, because that kind of labs are not available. Uh, we can also go ahead by welcoming, and we are doing this on floor with the women in operation. We operate 3 community centers which are better than any good ITI. They are OP Jindal community centers. They are located in Panjipatra. They are located in Angul. So they are successfully running a lot of modules, and these are all industry friendly, where we are transforming our skills from the shop floor to the curriculum. And post training, we are giving them a first opportunity for employment with us. So in overall, if we look at MAM, it is to ensure that industry takes the first step forward and need to change its perspective to become an enabler. It is no more a philanthropy work. It is the strategic partnership in skilling activity. Companies like Jindal Steel and Power is not only producing steel, but we are also shaping the future. And we would like more and more industry to adopt these norms. And this is not that others are not doing them. Many of them are doing it. But I'm just quoting our example. That is how are we reaching. And when we come back to the bosses constituency, we are trying to transform the same strategy here, that you get trained into industry platform, we'll take you to the places from here. So that's our perspective from the industry perspective. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for emphasizing on the role of industry, which goes beyond CSR. I think this approach would really disrupt the skilling ecosystem and bring very fresh and new insights in conducting the training programs. But before we move ahead, there is an important thing I would like to share. Most of the technical training, when we talk about it, it's not still very gender balanced. So we need to encourage girls to come into this sphere. And also we do hear about many programs, let's say from NTTF and others, which are, which have many girls as, students. Let me now share a video of a girl student before we request Meenakshi ma'am to share her views. So Divya, can we have the video, please?
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम पायल है और मैं ITI में कुप्पा कोर्स कर रही हूँ। मुझे अपने कोर्स की पढ़ाई में बहुत आनंद आता है, क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ कंप्यूटर की आधुनिक तकनीकें और प्रोग्रामिंग सीखने को मिलती है। सबसे अच्छा मुझे यहाँ की प्रैक्टिकल ट्रेनिंग लगती है, जिससे मैं रोज कुछ नया सीखती हूँ और अपने कौशल को बेहतर बनाती हूँ। इस कोर्स ने मेरी सोच को व्यापक बनाया और मुझे डिजिटल दुनिया के लिए पूरी तरह से तैयार किया। यह सब संभव हुआ क्योंकि नवीन जिंदल फाउंडेशन ने हमें अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर की शिक्षा और सुविधा उपलब्ध करवाई। धन्यवाद।
Yeah. So those are the words from the student who's apparently enjoying practical training. And I think practical training is the essence of any technical training. Meenakshi ma'am, now over to you. What are the ways you feel, in which we can encourage girls to take up technical training? And there could be few challenges. So in your view, how do we overcome those challenges? Could you please share your views and your experience on this? Please unmute yourself. We are not able to hear you. Hello, ma'am. Are you saying something? We are not able to hear you. Could you please unmute yourself?
Is it okay now?
Yeah. Please go ahead. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry for the interruption.
No problem. Please go ahead.
Good evening. First of all, I would like to convey my thanks from the core of my heart that you have given me this opportunity to say something for my area and for the girls of this area. I'm really thankful to Naveen Jindal Foundation for this pious work. As I belong to the area of Gita, generally I say I belong to the area of Gita, not of Mahabharata. Generally, Mahabharata gives a negative approach, and Gita gives us the spirit of karma. And I believe in this thing. For girls, we can introduce some different aspects. We would like to involve the parents. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Yes. हमें अपने बच्चों के गर्ल्स के पेरेंट्स को इन्वॉल्व करना होगा। जब तक हम पेरेंट्स को इन्वॉल्व नहीं करेंगे, उनको प्रोज एंड कॉन्स उनको हम नहीं समझाएंगे, generally they are thinking the very conventional way of style. They just put their girls especially, to the institution for the sake of marriage. But this is not the way now. Unconventional thinking से हमें आना होगा आगे, और स्पेशली भारत को आगे बढ़ाना है तो स्किल एजुकेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आज के इस 21st सेंचुरी में। और कंप्यूटर, एआई, कोडिंग, ये सब बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी हो गया, सबके लिए सीखना होगा। दिस इज अ सर्वाइवल स्किल आई थिंक। और इस सर्वाइवल स्किल को आगे लेके चलने के लिए हमें अपनी गर्ल्स को, जो 3 फैमिलीज को लेके चलती हैं, एक अपने पेरेंटल फैमिली, एक इन लॉज और एक अपना नेक्स्ट जनरेशन, तीनों को लेकर चलती हैं, उनको इम्प्रूव कर सकती हैं। तो इस 21st सेंचुरी में हमें उन गर्ल्स को एम्पावर करना होगा, उनकी थिंकिंग से सबसे पहले उनका बेस्ट वर्जन बनाने के लिए हमें नए एवेन्यूज क्रिएट करने होंगे, उनके लिए कुछ प्रोग्राम्स इंट्रोड्यूस करने होंगे जिससे उनको एम्पावर किया जा सके। वंस दे आर एबल टू अर्न समथिंग, द कॉन्फिडेंस इंक्रीजेस मच and they can have a platform for themselves. Once they have the platform, they can tell their parents, they can introduce some others in the village also. अभी आज बहुत सी गर्ल्स अलग अलग फील्ड में आगे जा रही हैं, यहाँ तक कि मैंने देखा है कि सरपंच गांव के जो होते हैं वो उन बच्चों को बहुत अप्रिशिएट भी करते हैं। तो एक लड़की पता नहीं कितनों को आगे इंस्पायर कर सकती है। तो आई एम थैंकफुल टू नवीन जिंदल फाउंडेशन फॉर दिस पायस कॉज कि हमारे एरिया की गर्ल्स को बहुत आगे आने का मौका मिलेगा। मैंने 28 साल तक काम किया है गर्ल्स स्कूल के साथ एज एन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, और उसमें मैंने बहुत सी गर्ल्स जो एम्प्लॉयबल हो गई हैं, मिलती हैं आज भी, तो एक नई तरह की फीलिंग आती है। आई होप सो कि नवीन जिंदल फाउंडेशन जो अभी लाडवा में शुरू किया जा रहा है, इसको गर्ल्स को हम और आगे बढ़ाने के लिए, बहुत अच्छे से मुख्य धारा में जोड़ने के लिए हम इनको आगे ले जा पाएंगे, और इनके अंदर जो एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी स्किल्स होंगे वो हम इंक्रीज कर पाएंगे अपने एरिया के लिए। जिस तरह से आज की जो जरूरतें हैं, हमारी आज की जो नीड्स हैं, उसको बनाए रखने के लिए, या उन नीड्स को क्रिएट करने के लिए, गर्ल्स को समझा पाने के लिए हमारे लिए जरूरत होगी कि हम इमोशनल क्वेश्चन उन गर्ल्स का आगे बढ़ाए जाएं। केवल एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी स्किल्स नहीं, इमोशनल क्वेश्चन को, सोशल स्किल्स को भी उन्हें आगे बढ़ाना होगा, और उनका इनर जो कॉन्शियस है उसको हमें इनर इंजीनियरिंग करा के उनके थिंकिंग को ब्रॉड करना होगा, थिंकिंग आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स उनको सिखाना होगा। हमें ये एवेन्यूज हमें देने होंगी, तभी हमारे एरिया में गर्ल्स में सभी में लेटेंट टैलेंट है। आई ऑलवेज एडमायर दिस थिंग कि गॉड इज वेरी काइंड टू अस। तो परमात्मा ने सबको बहुत सारे लेटेंट टैलेंट देकर भेजा है, और उसको हमें उन्हें रियलाइज कराने की जरूरत है। जो क्रिएटिविटी उनकी सुषुप्तावस्था में पड़ी हुई है, उसको हमें बेटर एवेन्यूज के साथ अलग अलग लोगों से मिलवा कर, कुछ कॉन्फिडेंस इन्फ्यूज करके, या अलग तरह से उनके ड्रामास के थ्रू, या फील्ड्स में ले जाकर, इंडस्ट्री में ले जाकर उनको इंस्पायर करना होगा। देन दे कैन गो अहेड, आई फील सो। इज देयर एनीथिंग, शुड आई एक्सप्लेन समवन?
Thank you, ma'am, for reinforcing the importance of skilling girls and also educating them.
This is
Uh,
much needed in the environment now.
Yeah. And as we know, I think all over the country, when girls are given a chance, they have always outperformed in academics and also in
Of course.
skilling.
Of
And
course.
I think, yeah, I think also the fact that we need to have more women workforce also depends on bringing more and more girls into the formal organized workforce, which can be done through skills. Thanks once again.
We should accept, we
Yeah,
should show them the path
yeah,
so that they can rely upon us.
right.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. So we are just, coming to the closure of the first part of this discussion, where all our panelists shared their views, their experience and their vision about the initiative, about Naveen AVSAR, which was interpreted in so many positive ways by all of them. And we look forward to a lot of positive impact in the coming months and years. Now, let me come back to all of them and request for answers or their views on one single question, which is on the occasion of World Youth Skills Day. I think we cannot, separate these two because this is the occasion. So let me ask them a common question to all of you. Maybe Dr. Manish, you can start and then followed by Sanjay sir. So today what we are talking about is the need for modernizing ITIs, which is also a national agenda. As you know, thousands of ITIs are getting modernized through various industry partnerships. But what we see is that there is a lack of the kind of aspirational value that we need to build to attract students, to retain them, and to help them find fantastic careers, whether in India or abroad. We also know that there is a lot of opportunity for global mobility through ethical and proper channels, right, from various states to go abroad and have a good career. So what is your vision? What is your view on this particular aspect of making technical training aspirational through ITIs? And what is it that you would want to share, most importantly with the youth who would be definitely watching this, or their trainers or anybody in their ecosystem on the occasion of World Youth Skills Day? Can we have your views, Dr. Manish? Some action points is what probably would be helpful.
Sure. So to start with, आई थिंक एक लार्जर जो गवर्नमेंट का प्रोग्राम है आईटीआई अपग्रेडेशन का, 1000 आईटीआई जिनके बारे में आप बात कर रहे हैं, प्रोबब्ली वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट प्रोग्राम्स द गवर्नमेंट हैज टेकन। और ये शायद इस अंडरस्टैंडिंग के साथ किया जा रहा है कि आईटीआई बहुत कटिंग एज इंस्टीट्यूशन है, राइट। 14,000 15,000 आईटीआई जो देश में हैं, उनमें अगर हम कुछ डिस्रप्टिव नहीं करेंगे और उनको कंप्लीटली रीइमेजिन और ट्रांसफॉर्म नहीं करेंगे, तब तक हमें उस तरह का वर्कफोर्स मिलेगा नहीं। जो सिर्फ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग और इंजीनियरिंग और टेक्नोलॉजी की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, बल्कि दूसरे विभिन्न क्षेत्रों की बात कर रहा हूँ। उसके लिए जो हमें एक वर्कफोर्स चाहिए वो उस तरह के आईटीआई से आएगा। इसीलिए आई थिंक जो बात एक इस तरह के प्रोग्राम की अवधारणा के पीछे है वो ये है कि आईटीआईज को पब्लिक इंस्टीट्यूशन बनने की बड़ी जरूरत है। यू कांट ITIs are too important an institution to only be looking at it from a very narrow vision of a vocational training institution. उसको कहीं ना कहीं पब्लिक इंस्टीट्यूशन बनना होगा, जैसे कि मीनाक्षी मैडम भी बात कर रही थी, और वो एक जेंडर का इंस्टीट्यूशन नहीं रह के इनफैक्ट उसमें गर्ल्स एंड बॉयज इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट इंडिविजुअल्स की तरह ट्रीट किए जाए, उनको इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिले, उस तरह की व्यवस्था करनी पड़ेगी। जो आईटीआई की अवधारणा हम लोगों की है, जिस तरह से हम आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं, और एनटीटीएफ को हम लाए हैं हमारा मार्गदर्शन करें कि कैसे विश्व स्तरीय वोकेशनल ट्रेनिंग की व्यवस्था यहाँ पे हो सके, विद द बेस्ट ऑफ द इक्विपमेंट्स, बेस्ट ऑफ द ट्रेनर्स, बेस्ट ऑफ द करिकुला, बेस्ट ऑफ द इंडस्ट्री कनेक्ट एंड बेस्ट ऑफ द अपॉर्चुनिटीज दैट कैन बी ब्रॉट टू आईटीआई। तो वो तो एक एस्पेक्ट है उसका। दूसरा एस्पेक्ट ये है कि हम सबसे पहले वहां एक व्यवस्था एस्पिरेशंस को भी एड्रेस करने की करना चाहते हैं, जिसकी बात आपने अभी कही कि कैसे उसको एस्पिरेशनल बनाएं। उसका एक महत्वपूर्ण पक्ष ये है कि आप आईटीआई जाने वाले बच्चे से या फॉर दैट मैटर किसी भी यूथ से आप आज की डेट में बात करें तो प्रोबेबली इतना एक्सपोजर है मीडिया का और इतना सारा कुछ एक्सपोजर है टू वेरियस थिंग्स दैट आर हैपनिंग अराउंड द किड्स कि शायद हमारी एबिलिटी यहाँ पे है, कॉम्पिटेंसी यहाँ पे है और एस्पिरेशंस यहाँ है, तो इसको एड्रेस की जाने की बड़ी आवश्यकता है। तो हम स्टार्ट ही करना चाहते हैं फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक 50,000 रुपए की नौकरी से। ये बात समझनी पड़ेगी क्योंकि आप शायद 50,000, 60,000, 1 लाख रुपए की नौकरी कमाने वाले को आज देख रहे हैं, उसके पिछले 10 साल का संघर्ष, 5 साल का संघर्ष आपने नहीं देखा। आपको किसी ने इस बारे में बैठ के बात नहीं की कि आप भी वहां पहुंच सकते हो। उसका एक रास्ता है, उसका एक जरिया है, देयर इज अ पाथवे दैट यू कैन फॉलो। तो आई थिंक काउंसलिंग की व्यवस्था एक बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है जिसको हमको करना पड़ेगा। और वो क्या क्या नहीं कर सकते हैं, क्या नहीं कर सकते हैं अपनी उस क्षमता के साथ और अपने उत्साह के साथ, अगर उनको सही रास्ते पे आप डालें। एक तो बात हो गई है। दूसरी बात, इस क्षेत्र में जहां हम बैठे हैं वहां पर विदेशी नौकरियों का, अपॉर्चुनिटीज का एक बहुत जबरदस्त उसको लेकर लोगों में उत्साह है, लेकिन उसके लिए एक बहुत सही मार्गदर्शन उनको मिलता नहीं है। तो कई बार क्या होता है कि जब आपको सही मार्गदर्शन नहीं मिलता है तो आप और भी चीजें ट्राई करते हैं, विच इज प्रोबब्ली नॉट गुड फॉर यू, नॉट गुड फॉर द सोसाइटी। यहाँ पे हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि ये भी बताएं कि आपकी अच्छी टेक्निकल ट्रेनिंग के थ्रू कैसे यू कैन एक्चुअली फिट इनटू ओवरसीज जॉब्स विच इज वेरी हाईली पेइंग। बहुत सारी कंट्रीज में, फॉर एग्जांपल जर्मनी में, जापान में, जिनके टेक्निकल इंटर्नशिप ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स हैं, ऑसबी है, तमाम सारे इस तरह के प्रोग्राम्स हैं जहां जाने के लिए बहुत पूर्व निर्धारित स्ट्रक्चर्ड पाथवे है। उस पाथवे में लैंग्वेज सीखने की इंपॉर्टेंस है, आपको एक सर्टेन लेवल पे टेक्निकल एजुकेशन को अपने ले जाने की जरूरत है, और आराम से आप उस तरह के जॉब में फिट हो सकते हैं। ये वाला मैकेनिज्म हम उनको ले जा रहे हैं इस आईटीआई के थ्रू, उनको उनको हम ये प्रोवाइड कराएंगे। जो तीसरा एस्पेक्ट है पब्लिक इंस्टीट्यूशन बनाने का, वो ये है कि वर्क को, और ये बात हमारी न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में बहुत खास तौर पे कही गई कि वर्क को स्टूडेंट की लाइफ में जल्दी लाने का कुछ प्रावधान करना पड़ेगा। उसके लिए बहुत सारी कोशिश हम ये भी करेंगे कि जो नए कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं आईटीआई चलाने के, जैसे वर्क इंटीग्रेटेड लर्निंग प्रोग्राम है, वर्क एम्बेडेड एजुकेशन जो आईटीआई में हम दे सकते हैं, उसके बारे में हम बात करेंगे। एनटीटीएफ हमारा एक ऐसा पार्टनर है जो हमको इन तमाम सारी चीजों में हेल्प करने की कोशिश करेंगे। स्किल कम प्रोडक्शन सेंटर एक एनटीटीएफ की दूसरी एक बड़ी विशेषता है, जिसके थ्रू हम सोसाइटी को ज्यादा एक लार्जर लाभ पहुंचाने की कोशिश करेंगे और हमारे स्टूडेंट्स सीखने की प्रक्रिया में कुछ अर्निंग जो वर्क एंड लर्न मॉडल है उनके साथ एक्सपेरिमेंट करेंगे। बहुत सारी छोटे छोटे शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्सेज हम इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहते हैं जो कहीं एक फिनिशिंग स्कूल की भूमिका निभाएंगे। फॉर एग्जांपल समबडी हु इज गेटिंग अ सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ एनसीवीटी इलेक्ट्रिशियन, उसको आप एक छोटा सा होम इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन के एरिया में एक छोटा सर्टिफिकेशन दे दें, या उसी तरह से आप इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स के बच्चे को एक फाइनल एक छोटा सा सर्टिफिकेशन दे दें। इन सब के साथ साथ लड़कियों को, महिलाओं को फैशन डिजाइनिंग में, और नए जो इमर्जिंग एरियाज हैं जिनको उसमें उनका ट्रेडिशनल इंटरेस्ट है, या जो अनकन्वेंशनल एरियाज हैं उनके लिए वो भी उनमें भी जाके वो क्या क्या अच्छे बेहतर कर सकती हैं, उन सब की अपॉर्चुनिटी भी यहाँ पे मिलेगी। तो ये एक पब्लिक इंस्टीट्यूशन की तरह इवॉल्व हो, जहाँ की बेहतर वोकेशनल ट्रेनिंग मिले, बेहतर काउंसलिंग की व्यवस्था हो, बेहतर एम्प्लॉयमेंट की व्यवस्था हो, आप खुद का कुछ करना चाहते हो तो उसका इनेबलमेंट भी हो, भाषा की ट्रेनिंग हो, विदेश जाना चाहते हो उसकी ट्रेनिंग भी हो। तो इस तरह का एक समग्र कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव ऑफर देने वाला इंस्टीट्यूशन ये बन के उभरे, इस दिशा में हमारा प्रयास रहने वाला है। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Dr. Manish, for telling us in such a nice and detailed way about how ITIs can be reimagined as public institutions, and also your emphasis on how girls also can benefit through modern age courses. And I think you were also hinting at micro learning modules, right? The micro credential type of programs which can be probably embedded. So there are too many ways in which we can reimagine this. Now let's hear from Sanjay sir about his views on making technical training aspirational. Sir, on the occasion of World Youth Skills Day, what would be your message, which can be converted into few, let's say 3 or 4 important action points?
धन्यवाद माधवी जी। स्किल को एस्पिरेशनल बनाना बहुत पेचीदा कार्य है, क्योंकि जो हमारे सामने उदाहरण हैं वो बहुत, हम कहें कि पॉजिटिव किस्म के नहीं है। जो अगर आप पूरा देखिए कि आईटीआई के, हम कहें कि जो हमारा आईटीआई के बारे में एक परिदृश्य है, उसके बारे में हम लोग क्या सोचते हैं। पहली बात है कि आईटीआई को हम ये मानते थे कि वो होता किसके लिए है, स्किलिंग ऑफ लेबर, लेबर डिपार्टमेंट का हिस्सा हुआ करते थे। तो वह एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण अंग रहा है कि जो स्किलिंग का जिस प्रकार से सबके दिमाग में ये बात रही है। मगर जब से एक मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ स्किल डेवलपमेंट एंड एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप बनी है, ये इस तरह की जो मानसिकता है उसमें बदलाव आ रहा है, और गवर्नमेंट इतनी अधिक पॉजिटिव है। अभी हाल ही में हब एंड स्पोक मॉडल और क्या क्या अप्रेंटिसशिप स्कीम्स और बहुत सी चीजें जो सरकार के द्वारा दी जा रही हैं, मॉनेटरी इंसेंटिव्स दी जा रहे हैं। तो मगर स्किल को एस्पिरेशनल बनाने में जो सबसे अधिक महत्वपूर्ण जो योगदान वो होगा, वो उस चीज का होगा कि हमें बहुत ही पॉजिटिव किस्म के उदाहरण उनके सामने पेश करने होंगे। और वो पॉजिटिव उदाहरण बहुत अच्छा है, हमारे साथ में एनटीटीएफ जुड़ रहे हैं इस पूरे कार्य के लिए, कि जिनके पास में जो हम कहेंगे ट्रेनर्स, वर्ल्ड क्लास ट्रेनर्स हैं, वर्ल्ड क्लास उनके पास में ट्रेनिंग या पेडागोगी स्टाइल्स हैं, टेक्नोलॉजीज हैं। और जो हमारे चेयरमैन हैं वो स्टेट ऑफ आर्ट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इन आईटीआईज में जो स्किलिंग सेंटर हमारे होंगे उनमें लगाने के लिए वो अपना योगदान देने के लिए बिल्कुल तैयार है। तो इन सब को देखते हुए हमें लगता है कि एस्पिरेशन हमारी उसकी मुताबिक लोगों के बीच में आ जाए। मगर उसमें जो सबसे पहले है कि जो एक बात मीनाक्षी जी ने भी जो कही कि हमें उनके बच्चों के जो पेरेंट्स हैं उन्हें ऑनबोर्ड करना पड़ेगा। क्योंकि आप कौन सी क्लास के बच्चों से डील कर रहे हो, 8वीं क्लास के, 10वीं क्लास के। तो उनके लिए जो निर्णय कौन लेता है, निर्णय वो नहीं लेंगे, निर्णय तो पेरेंट्स लेंगे। तो पेरेंट्स को हमें उनकी मानसिकता को भी थोड़ा बदलाव लाने की जरूरत है। उसके लिए हम हर सेंटर में जो नवीन अवसर जो हमारी पूरी परियोजना है, इसके भीतर सब जगह काउंसलिंग सेंटर्स बना रहे हैं काउंसलिंग के लिए, कि जो हर हर मतलब काउंसलिंग बच्चे की भी करेंगे, उनके पेरेंट्स की भी करेंगे, उन्हें बताएंगे कि कहाँ कौन से किस तरह की ट्रेनिंग उसे लेनी चाहिए, किस तरह की ट्रेनिंग में उसका स्कोप है। और जैसा मनीष जी ने भी बताया कि शुरू से ये जो एक सोच रहती है कि मैं जो 10 साल के बाद या 12 साल के बाद में जहां पहुंचने वाले हैं वहां से मैं शुरुआत करूं, वो संभव नहीं है। मैं एक आईएएस अधिकारी रहा हूं, तो आईएएस अधिकारी के रूप में मैंने जिस स्तर से शुरुआत की थी और वहां से लेकर जहां पर हमारा रिटायरमेंट होता है, तो उसमें बहुत अंतर है। मैं ये कभी नहीं सोच सकता था कि जहां मैं रिटायर होने वाला हूं वहां से शुरुआत करूं। तो इसलिए ये जो सोच है, इसमें थोड़ा बदलाव की आवश्यकता बिल्कुल है। देखिए, और इस पूरे नवीन अवसर में एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण पहलू ये भी है कि इसमें बहुत अधिक जो हम फोकस करेंगे, वो करेंगे पर्सनैलिटी डेवलपमेंट पे, व्यक्तित्व विकास के ऊपर। व्यक्तित्व विकास कि जब एक व्यक्ति के रूप में आप एक संपूर्ण किस्म की आप में जो विकास हो रहा है, तो उससे बहुत तरह की जो पॉजिटिव एक उसके रेमिफिकेशन या रिपल्स उसके जनरेट होते हैं। तो जो एस्पिरेशन है, अभी एस्पिरेशंस को सही डायरेक्शन में, सही रूप में परिवर्तित करना बहुत आवश्यक है। और उसके लिए हम बहुत से इंस्ट्रूमेंट टूल्स ला रहे हैं कि जिससे मैं तो काफी आश्वस्त हूं कि वो सफल होंगे। और अब हम देखते हैं कि किस प्रकार से हमारी गाड़ी आगे बढ़ती है। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir, for detailing so much about the aspirational aspect of technical training, ITIs, and skill development. Now I move on to Mr. Ravi, sir. From NTTF point of view, you also have a very successful alumni network, right? So that shows that skilling has been very, very successful. The technical training has been successful and built careers. Could you please share a few points that can become action points as we go ahead with Naveen AVSAR project?
Thank you, Dr. Madhuri. First, let me make it, clear that building the aspiration in a rural or a 8th or 10th pass student is not easy. It will not happen in one day. It will take time. But what actually works to build this aspiration over a period of time in that local community is two ways that we have done very well. One is, of course, the decision to bring the student to an ITI facility or a diploma facility is a whole of the family decision. It is not the student's decision. So we will have to speak to the parents. We will have to convince them that the cost benefit of putting a student of 10th pass in a +2 versus making him skilled, whether through ITI or a diploma, that's not important. But the cost benefit of putting him through a +2 versus putting him through a skill-based program with a good skill-based program is clearly the cost benefit is much more towards getting into a skill-based program, because after 2 years or 3 years he gets a job, and once he tastes financial independence, then he or she will mostly start investing in growing that financial equity. Right, so they will continue to try to grow on this, and thereby comes the career progression and the career pathing. And once they get into that creation, once they become the owners of their own destiny, the captains of their own ships, they will never come out of it. Right, and so the decision is a whole of the family decision. The parents should be taken on board. Most critical is the parents. And once you show them the cost benefit analysis, they more often than not come towards taking this decision, number one. And number two, right, like you rightly pointed out, the alumni plays a very large role. The precedence, the power of precedence is very, very strong. So if an alumni comes and tells how well they have done, and many of the NTTF alumni have actually gone ahead to head companies. For example, the CTO of IBM is an NTTF alumni. So when the alumni comes and tells them the power of opportunity, that is available for a student who actually invests in himself and his career, then the aspirations can be built. But again, it's not going to happen in a day. The narrative has to build up. They have to realize that the placement percentage today for a diploma or an engineering is same. It's 40-45%. It's not more than that. If you remove the top institutes from engineering, the placement percentage is not very different, whether through a diploma or through engineering, right? And for engineering, they have to spend 6 years, whereas for a diploma or an ITI, they have to spend 2 to 3 years. right? So the return on investment on any of these courses is much quicker if they go through a skill-based program than if they go through a formal degree program, right? So I believe that with the help of with the Naveen Jindal Foundation and our own ability to speak to the parents and the community, I'm sure we can, over a period of time, will be able to build a good aspirational level in the local communities. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for emphasizing on the, the aspirational value, which is also brought in, like the role models who come as alumni and other aspects of going ahead and making technical training attractive to young people and make it their first choice if possible. So before we move ahead with the other speakers, I have a request for the audience who are watching us on YouTube. In case you have any queries or you want to share any observations, please put them in the comments on the YouTube, and we would definitely be passing on to the speakers before we close this in about few minutes. Okay, so now over to Colonel Chandel, sir. What are your views on the aspirational aspect? Is there something you wish to really emphasize from the industry point of view in addition to what we just heard from the other panelists?
मैम ये एस्पिरेशनल वर्ड जो है ना ये बहुत ट्रिकी है. You see, you could aspire to become a skilled man, or you could just be delivering Swiggy and Zomato package and earn 40,000 rupees. So for me to make you a welder who will start with a salary of 14,000 to 16,000, and if he does the 3 years apprentice in any of the Eastern European country for which the channels are open, he draws almost equivalent to Indian currency IR 1,60,000 or 70,000. They start as apprentice with 950 euros. But the question is, who's aspiring them? Who is picking them and who's telling them? Manish has explained it very well. Or Sanjay sir said we also started as a second lieutenant, but one who becomes general doesn't forget about what is gone in the background. So the counseling has to come up. And the second thing is, why to talk about the students only? Even the trainers are not aspiration. They have no, the training job is not aspirational for them. You look at the training institutes, there's mostly the retired personnel who are there as an extra income. They're not aspiring to become a trainer. If you go back to look at the primary education system in erstwhile USSR and now Russia, it's the best of the academicians who are going into the primary education. Same goes in Japan. But here in India, the last one comes to become a training center trainer. So they also need to be trained. Also, we need to think a lot. I have already spoken, but if we unleash that kind of energy, I'll keep speaking. Today, we create an ITI with merely a cost of 10 lakh rupees per lab. Quoting an example of us, we are not looking at 10 lakh. We are going in multi-crores to create a lab which will give them a platform to rise from a common person. I mean, that's the kind of investment we are looking, not because we are gaining anything. It is unless you provide a person that aspirational platform, how will he go? If you give him same arc welding and you don't tell him what is robotic arm in welding, or you don't teach him what is building technology, what is the smart city concept, how the plumber is working smart city creations, that's something what the mistake lies with us. So we need to aspire the entire ecosystem, but of course the student, their families, their brothers and sisters all have to cooperate to push him forward. And that's the way. And last but not the least, they have to come out with the cobway of Minrega. If they keeps giving them 22 days of money, they will not leave their village to come out. To become a technician outside, they have to step out of the village and do their service. Thank you.
Thank you. I think the last point was so crucial to come out of a certain kind of comfort zone and build that aspirational for a better life. So on this, I
Absolutely.
think, yeah, we also need to look at the women angle, the girls. So I would request Meenakshi ma'am to tell us more about the mindset changes, the counseling that you have done or the system should be doing to help more and more girls enroll and do their program successfully. This includes the trainer as well, as we just heard.
थैंक यू मैम।
Yeah.
मैम अभी बात हो रही थी कि हमारे एरिया से बहुत से लोग अब्रॉड जा रहे हैं, बट एज पर माई ऑब्जर्वेशन पेरेंट्स को मजबूरी हो जाती है अब्रॉड में भेजने की। if they are getting world class infrastructure, if they are getting world class instruments and other trainers, so they would be more happy कि इसी एरिया में उनको मिल रहा है और इंडिया में ही उनके बच्चे कहीं ना कहीं सेटल हो रहे हैं। नाउ वी आर प्रोड्यूसिंग ग्लोबल सिटीजन्स, बट ग्लोबल सिटीजन से पहले हम अपने कंट्री में एंटरप्रेन्योर बने और या हम अपने एरिया को और ज्यादा इक्विप कर पाए। तो मुझे लगता है कि ये एक जो कंसेप्ट है आईटीआई वाला, ये जो बहुत हाई रिच लोग होते हैं वो नहीं अडॉप्ट करते इसको। ज्यादातर विलेजेस के लोग या लो इनकम ग्रुप इसको अडॉप्ट करता है और उनके लिए वो जल्दी बच्चे एम्प्लॉयबल होंगे, कॉन्फिडेंट होंगे, अपने आप को स्किलफुल बना पाएंगे और अपने लिए डिसीजन टेकिंग हो पाएंगे। वो बहुत अच्छा प्रोजेक्ट रहेगा। सूनर और लेटर वी विल गेट गुड रिजल्ट्स, बट नॉट इन द बिगनिंग। फॉर द 2, 3, 4 years we have to do a lot of labor. We have to make them understand. Unless or until they are understanding, the parents are accepting this thing and they are getting good results, definitely they will move on with us. I'm 100% true about it. I'm sure about it.
Yeah, thank you. That sounds very positive, and I'm sure it will happen as we go ahead with the initiative and take up various programs. There's one question which has come up on the YouTube. So somebody here is asking, are there any short-term programs in the skill center planned in the multi-skill center?
Many of them, ma'am. Many of the programs, and on the World Skill Youth Day, Youth Skill Day today, I also take this opportunity to tell those who are listening that we, Ladwa, as a private ITI, don't bother about the fee structure. We'll take care of it as a foundation. You show your aspiration, come forward and get yourself trained. We will take care if there is a financial need you are facing, financial hardship is facing. So that's a clear message we are making today on behalf of Sanjay sir, Manish, and the foundation, and on behalf of my chairman, that you come forward to train yourself in the best possible equipment in the entire region. And you will get enough opportunities to train yourself on short-term courses, bridging courses, upskilling courses. That will be designed. Everything will happen in the next 3 to 6 months because everything takes time to get established. Thank you.
Thank you. I think it's been a very engaging and enlightening discussion over various aspects of technical training in India, though the context was Naveen AVSAR project and initiatives. I think we have touched upon very big, larger issues, and we have had the opportunity to connect with Sanjay sir, Ravi sir, and Arun Chandel sir, and Meenakshi ma'am, and Dr. Manish over this. So with this, actually, we are coming to the closure of this particular event. But before that, is there something you wish to share with our audience? Yeah. So in case we have covered everything, I would like to thank the audience once again and all the people who supported us and the team which worked with us for making this happen. So thank you all. And thank you, panelists. It's been a wonderful time, so much of learning and so much of interaction. And we look forward to learn more from you. And we wish the Naveen AVSAR project all the best in the coming months and years. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am. And we'll also look for a review from you after 3 months on the same screen.
Sure, definitely.
All right.
Thank you, Dr. Madhuri, for
we'll be there to talk new things.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Madhuri, for your effort also. I mean, you could actually organize it in super quick time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Madhuri. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks,
It was
everyone, all in panelists. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
it was a great opportunity to connect with all of you. Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am.